Hello, good day. How are you doing? I am Peace Okechukwu. I'll be taking you on anatomy and physiology, branch cardiovascular system. Firstly, what's these big terms? Anatomy, physiology, cardiovascular system. Anatomy has to do with the structure of a living organism upon dissection, that's upon cutting up. Physiology has to do with the function, the way that particular body parts functions or operates. Then, so we're looking at the structure and the function of cardiovascular system. What is cardiovascular system? Cardio is from the Greek word cardia, and vascular has to do with vessels. So we have the structure and the function of the heart and vessels. That's it. Okay, we'll be looking at the heart. Some interesting facts about the heart is that your heart, my heart, contracts close to 2.4 billion times at average human lifespan. So the heart is a cone-shaped organ. It's about the enclosed fist of the owner. So this is kind of the size of my heart. Okay, it lies at the thoracic cavity of the human body, more to the left than to the right. In describing the heart, we'll be talking of the position and we'll be talking of the structure of the heart. So we'll look at the position and the structure. Okay, like I said earlier on, the heart is located at the thoracic cavity of the human body. It lies at the mediastinum, more to the left than to the right. I said it's a roughly cone-shaped organ that, but with regards to the heart now, the base is at the superior level and the apex is at the inferior level. So I will make a little sketch of the position of the heart so that we'll look at the organs in association to the heart. So upon dissection, what will I see? Beside the heart, what will be at the superior part of the heart, what will be at the inferior part of the heart, what will be lateral to the heart, what will be anterior to the heart, and what will be posterior to the heart. So we'll say that the base of the heart is at the superior surface, and the inferior part of the heart, that's the apex, lies on the diaphragm, and the base is towards the second ribs. So if this should be my second rib, so the heart should be somewhere here, and the apex at the fifth intercostal space. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. So from the apex to the midline of the mediastinum, we have 9 centimeters. So that's with the position. Then organs in association. I want to come back to this so that we won't be kind of confused. We'll say that the heart is a roughly cone-shaped organ, and the base lies up, not the other way around, 9 centimeters away from the medial sternum, that the midline, and the base is towards the second ribs, and the apex at the fifth intercostal space. So what's the organ in association? Laterally, since we say that it's very, very simple to capture, since we said that the heart is at the mediastinum of the lungs, so laterally, common sense tells us that we'll find the lungs. Then superiorly, we'll have the great vessels, which of course includes the aorta, the pulmonary veins, pulmonary arteries and all that. Then inferiorly, the apex lies on the diaphragm, I said it. So we have superiorly the great vessels, inferiorly the diaphragm, laterally the lungs. Then posteriorly, that's at the back, we'll have the trachea, you also find the oesophagus, and the thoracic vertebra. Then anteriorly, you have your sternum. So that's it with the position. We're done with the position. I'll be heading to the structure of the heart. When talking about the structure of the heart, we'll be looking at the heart both exteriorly and interiorly. So if I should look at the heart, what will I see? What is it made of? Then if I should dissect this heart, remember we are looking at the anatomy and physiology, what is inside of this heart. And that brings us to this, to clean this. Okay, so if this is a heart here, okay, you can use my sketch, and I kind of dissect somewhere here and pull this out, we'll be having layers, and that's just like your other parts of the body, the skin, for example, where you have the epidermis, the dermis, and so that's the same thing with the heart. You'll find your pericardium, you will get your myocardium, and then the endocardium. So I like sketch. Okay, this would explain more. So if I should bring this out, I've dissected, I've cut in deep, and I'll have something like this. So friends, I said talking about the exterior parts of the heart, that's the wall of the heart. You have your pericardium, your myocardium, and your endocardium. So here we have our pericardium, our myocardium, and endocardium. So take them one after the other. Pericardium. So the pericardium on its own has sides, where you have the fibrous pericardium, you have the visceral pericardium, and of course the parietal pericardium. So how come these three have the fibrous, the parietal, and the visceral pericardium? Mind, the visceral pericardium can also be called epicardium. So the fibrous pericardium on its own is the outer layer. Then when you go in depth, the visceral pericardium, on getting to the proximal ends of the heart, one would have the inner structure. You understand this part better. It folds against itself. So you now have this opening here. You have this opening here. It's just like, let's say something is going this way, and at the proximal ends of the blood vessels, you have something like this. So you have an opening here, that's this. So this opening is also called the pericardium cavity and contains the serous fluid. What does the serous fluid do? It helps to doing contraction, pumping of blood. Will have less friction. You see, so that's it with that folding. Okay, here is now, which is this part, is the visceral pericardium. Then the other folding that attached to the fibrous, or that created another lining on the fibrous pericardium, is now the parietal pericardium. So you get it. Here is our PP, parietal fibrous pericardium. Then here is our parietal pericardium, and this is our visceral pericardium. And serous fluid, of course, the pericardial cavity that has the serous fluid. Okay, and we're at myocardium. Myocardium is muscle of the heart. That's what helps the heart contract. Of course, there is something very, very specific about this myocardium, because you can only find it in the heart. Yes, it's very unique. You can only find it in the heart, and it's plain. It lies in plain, making it like a sheet of muscles, not individual. I mean the cells and the myocardium, making it look like a sheet of paper. So once there is an impulse, it goes round and enables contraction. I don't know if you get that. Okay, so I'll repeat myself. We are in myocardium, muscle, cardium, heart, so muscle of the heart. So we said that one thing about the myocardium is that it's only found in the heart. In as much as it is striated like the skeletal muscle, it is not under voluntary action. So I can't tell my heart, stop beating. So I don't just say, my heart stop beating, I stop beating. No. You see, so, and that's another thing is with regards to the arrangement of the cells, having its nucleus in plain, making it look like a sheet. So you don't, once there is an impulse, like I said earlier on, everything goes together. Okay, so this helps in avoiding friction. This helps in contraction, the pumping. And now we are in endocardium, inside of the heart. So this, we have blood linings of endocardium, covers some of the valves as well, and papillary muscles and all that. They're all in the endocardium. So this helps in protecting the inside layer of the heart. This helps in contracting the heart, the pumping of the heart, and the pericardium friction. So that's it with the positioning of the heart and the structure of the heart. Externally, we'll be looking at the interior part of the heart. Thank you.